Namaste and welcome to the next episode of Clinical Ayurved. Myself, Dr. Mayuresh Agte. In the very first episode of our series, I have told you that we are discussing Clinical Ayurved, and in that regards, whatever comes in our way, whether it is Sharirik Kriya, Dravya Gun, Nidan, we will discuss these points accordingly. So when we started disease Kas and we had discussed Samprati of Kasavyadi, the Pran and Udan references came, and in that regards we were discussing functions of Pranavayu and its Gati, relation with its Gati. So in that regards we have discussed that Gati of Pranavayu is from outside to inside, but still Stivana Shotudgar functions come under Pranavayu, which are of opposite direction, because the Pranavayu works as a watchman or security guard and prevents the unwanted material like dust or some unwanted food to go inside the body and make problem in the future. Hence, it works as a watchman in this track and prevents the unwanted material going through either Shwasa or through Anna. So, Gati is from outside to inward, still these functions of opposite direction come under Pranavayu. So, Pran is the Vayu which takes from the external environment to inside. It takes Shwasa or oxygen or air through respiration from outside to inside. It takes food from outside to inside. And what is the other thing which takes from outside to inside? What is the other thing which Pranavayu takes from external environment to inside? And it is Indriyartha. Rudendriya Chitta Dhruk are the functions of the Pranavayu. So, as it takes Shwas from external to internal, it takes food from external to internal. In the same way, it takes Indriyartha from Indriya Adhishthan to the Man Indriya or Sukshma Indriya from external environment. This is a very another main function which is important when we are going to discuss Manasa Vyadhi like Mursha, Sanyas, etc. So, in general, in totality, Pran Vayu is the Vayu which connects external environment and to the internal environment by taking food, Shwasa, Indriyartha, and Gati, of course, from outside to towards inside. Now let us discuss Udan Vayu today after Pranavayu. Udano is Nasa Nabi Galan Sharet. So obviously the Gati is from Nabi to upward direction. And what are the functions? Vak Pravritti Prayatna Urja Bala Varna Smrti Kriya. Vak Pravritti Prayatna Urja Bala Varna Smrti Kriya. Now let us take example of Bala. How Bala is created in the body? We take the food and it gets ingested and then dhatu are formed and the Bala is created. Simple thing. Or Rakta Dhatu which is formed in the Pachana Kriya makes the Varne Karma. So what is the role of Udan in all these things? Vak Pravritti Prayatna Urja Bala Varna Smrti Kriya. Remember, Udan Vayu is the Vayu which expresses whatever form in the body. Udan Vayu is the Vayu of expressive nature. Balavarna Vakroti Prayatna Urja Balavarna. Now Urja Balavarna which are formed in the body are expressed by Udan Vayu. He is the custodian of these things. Vak Pravritti, what happens? Some thought comes in the mind and it is expressed through vak pravritti. Prayatna. Some thought comes in the mind that I have to go to some from my home to some place. So it is we we start from the home and travel to that certain point. This is prayatna and this is expressed in the by the Udan Vayu. Urja, which is formed in the all Poshan Prakriya or Pachana Kriya, is expressed by Udan Vayu, same as Balo. Smriti Kriya, whatever is present in the memory is expressed by Udan Vayu. Now let us remember one major thing. Varna, sorry, I forgot. Varna, it is formed by Ratta Dhatu. Ratta is responsible for the Varna Karma. This Varna is expressed by Udan Vayu on the skin. Now remember, when you are talking all these functions, Udan Vayu is just a custodian. It will not interfere in the amount of these Prayatna, Urja, Bala, Varna. What it means, if Ratta Dhatu has created a fair color of the skin, it will not interfere, Udan Vayu will not interfere and make it black, or vice versa. Say if Bala is formed in the body, is say for example of 1000 calories. Now Udan will not make it 990 or it will not make 1010. Vak pravritti, what is expressed in the mind, only it will be expressed. Smriti Kriya, if a person, for example, has got 100 incidences stored as a memory, I am just giving an example to clear my idea. If a person has got 100 incidences stored in the memory, Udan will express only that 100 incidences. It will not interfere and make it 120 or make it less like 80 or 90. So, Vak pravritti, Prayatna, Urja, Bala, Varna, Smriti Kriya, all these functions are under Udan Vayu. It is expressive in nature, but Udan Vayu is the only custodian of all these things. He will not interfere with the amount of Urja, amount of Bala, the color of the skin, or number of incidences stored as in memory. Always remember. So, Pran Vayu is the Vayu which takes from outside to inside, and whatever processes are formed in the body are expressed in the form of Vak pravritti or Prayatna or Urja, Bala, are expressed by Udan Vayu without interfering the quantum of all these functions. If my mind has only got one thought, only one thought will be expressed as Vak pravritti, like that. So, Udan Vayu is of expressive in nature. Pran Vayu is the nature which takes from external environment like Shwasa, Anna, Indriya, to inside, and whatever body reacts to these things is expressed in the form of Vak pravritti, Prayatna, Urja, Bala, Varna, Smriti is by Udan Vayu. So Gati is from Navi to Nasa, and expressive is the nature. Now, after studying these two Vayu, their Gati and their logical interrelation with their functions, in the next episode, we will discuss the question I have asked you, that Prano hi Udanagata, why Pran follows Udan and doesn't makes it vice versa in the Kasvyati. Thank you very much.